Hi, friends. Welcome back to another weekly tarot reading. My name is Juno, and this is Junodrome Intuitive Arts. So, today we are going to be diving into what to expect for the week ahead. We're going to be looking at all of the zodiac signs. So, listen into your sun, moon, and rising signs. All three will give you a triangulation of what you can expect for the energies this week. So, if you're catching this live, you can wait and listen to each reading. If you're catching this in post, go ahead and go down to the description section of this video. In the description section, you will see a link to where in the reading is your sun, moon, and rising signs. So you can click that if you're watching it in post. So we're going to jump right in now. The first thing is going to be Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs. So what can our Aries expect this week? Aries, sun, moon, and rising. And you know what? This deck is a little bit different than my other decks, so we're going to shuffle a little bit differently for me. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's see, one more for Aries. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. There it is. Okay, Aries, what can you expect this week? So first up, Aries, let's start with this one. You've got the 10 of swords here, which can talk about burnout energy. So I think really watch out for this week, Aries. Watch out for taking on too much. I think that's going to be really important. So you may be entering the week feeling like you've put in a lot of work, you're feeling overwhelmed. And so this might be a time for you to take a step back and to relieve yourself from some of this energy, especially with the holidays around. You know, this could be a great opportunity for you to take a break from doing certain things. So if you can take the time to take some break and get a rest out of it, I think it's going to be really helpful for you. So take some time this week to rest, rejuvenate your energy, make sure that you're not pushing too hard, and don't push too much, right? As you do that kind of thing, I think it's going to help you kind of alleviate some certain energies. I think maybe cutting out certain things this week are going to be really helpful for you, Aries, as well. Cutting out any kind of relationships or situations that are not feeling right, are feeling a little bit overwhelming. I think that could be really helpful for you as well. So anything you can do to alleviate yourself from any kind of thought processes, any kind of people, any kind of places, any kind of situations that are overwhelming and aren't helpful for you, if you can kind of try to find a way to navigate through that this week, I think that's going to ultimately help you. And don't listen to any naysayers as well. So there could be some people, you know, some naysayers coming in your life saying, you know, you should be doing things one way or life should be something for you when it doesn't really feel right or doesn't resonate. So just listen to your heart, listen to yourself here. Don't let other people talk you into doing something that you don't feel comfortable with. Make sure that you are living your life in a way that feels good for you this week, and you know, obviously try to live in a way that's good for everybody too. But you know, make sure that you're prioritizing your health and your well-being here, and don't let anybody walk all over you in that way. Finally, you have the Two of Wands, which is actually a really great card. So as much as you might be navigating some tricky energy, by the end of the week, you're going to be maybe journeying, maybe travel. You know, you could be traveling somewhere. This could also be inward journeys as well, like making sure that you're going within and coming to a clear understanding on the inside, based on life and based on where you're at. But also, this can talk about taking the time to plan the future and imagine what the future could bring. So I think by the end of the week, I think you're going to have a more optimistic, open-minded, open-hearted perspective as you navigate away from maybe some closed-minded people around you, or your own closed-minded thinking, opening yourself up to the possibilities a little bit more. I think that the more that you do that, by the end of the week, you're going to be feeling really good about that. So Aries, I hope that that was helpful. We're going to move on now to Taurus. And this week, I am not going to forget Leo. So don't let me forget, everybody. If anybody's watching, don't let me forget Leo, right? I won't forget this week. But we're going to do Taurus next. Okay. All right. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's see. What do my Taurus need to know? Yeah, that one too. All right, that one too. Okay, Taurus. That one wanted to come out too. Okay, Taurus, what's going on for you this week? You have, new beginnings, hardcore new beginnings energy for us, Taurus. So something's happening this week where you're getting the opportunity to start fresh, to start from a new perspective, to open up your mind and your heart to a new way of doing things, a new way of understanding things. You're going to be more aligned with your passions this week as well. Something brand new is coming in to give you the ability to follow the things that you love and that you're really deeply passionate about, that you want to make happen in life. You have the ability this week to really allow that in. And as you do that kind of work with this Ace of Wands. Oh, this is the Son of Wands. Oh, I thought this was both aces, but that's okay. No, that's great. So this new beginning is in the passions, in your ability to tune into the things that really light you up and in the world. There's real movement in that direction as well. So something's going to come into your life to really inspire you. And I think it's something that you've been putting a lot of work into. So you've been putting in a lot of hard work in certain areas and maybe feeling a little bit like depleted. This week is going to give you a new opportunity to follow those passions and those dreams a little bit closer and to catapult yourself in a firm direction towards your desires, the things in life that you need for yourself. Now you have the Six of Cups, which talks about happy memories from the past and remembering really great things from your past as well. So there could be nostalgic stuff coming in. I mean, with the holidays, that makes sense for some people. There's going to be an opportunity this week to really tune into your own inner guidance towards your happiness from the past. So maybe remembering some things from childhood could be really big for you this week, and remembering love in your life, letting love come back into your life, based on where you've been. Your final card, though, is the Devil. So let's talk about that as well. I think this week there might be situations that are trying to pull you back into some kind of habit energy. Maybe, bad patterns from the past, things that aren't necessarily the best. And so I think that, be careful if you do any kind of this nostalgic work that you're not going to let in old habits and bad habits from the past as well. I think that's important. But I think as long as you you maintain an awareness of the hard work and hard energy you've been putting in life, I think that you can navigate around any kind of temptation to deviate away from that. And instead, continue to tune into this new inspiration energy. So this is also talking about new things, right? New beginnings. It's a new journey, a new path towards this inspiration. So take that as it works for you, to take the new energy, the newness of this week, and not necessarily put yourself in a place of following only the old, but you're taking time for the new and letting the new come in. So anyway, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I hope that that's helpful. We're going to move on now to Gemini. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What do my Geminis need to know? Okay, Gemini. Okay, good. So, well, not maybe good or not good. This is a common theme for us this week. So I think as a collective, we're feeling a bit burnt out in our energy. So that's something to keep in mind. I think maybe that's something I'll address in a collective reading. But let's take a look at this. I think that maybe, you're being given this Aries war as well. Definitely keep sight of what's necessary in life and what isn't for yourself this week. Don't push too hard. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to push yourself in a direction that is more than you're actually capable of. I think that's going to be kind of important for you to maintain and keep a balance this week. So make sure that you're getting enough balance, you're getting enough rest, you're not pushing yourself too hard. You're not, because you might be feeling a little bit depleted, you might be feeling a little bit burnt out. So keep that in mind. You have this heartbreak card as well. So I think, with these two together, I think that this week, you might be coming face to face with some challenging moments from the past, potentially some difficult understandings of things. You might be going through a difficult thing right now, but take it as it resonates. If you're not, this isn't me predicting something bad. This is more just like navigating tricky energy. So this is either past energy or present energy. I don't think it's future necessarily. But just, take the time this week to really kind of nurture yourself a little bit because stuff is coming up, and this happens around the holidays a lot for a lot of people. So if you're one of those people who has a difficult time with the holidays, I think when we lose loved ones and we navigate difficult pasts, sometimes it can be really hard to experience the holidays. So if you're feeling any of that, or you're dealing with difficult family stuff or any of that kind of thing, just keep an open mind, keep an open heart to yourself, and protect yourself where you need to. Send yourself compassion and love where you need to. But if there's any kind of difficulty going on this week in that department, just nurture yourself, cherish your own energy, and I think you'll be okay. Now you have the Two of Cups, which can talk about a deeper connection with loved ones and a deeper connection with self. So for some people here, you might be deeper, you might be building a deeper connection with a romantic partner, or some romantic person, a new romantic partnership. It could be, it doesn't have to be. This card can also talk about connecting deeper to your own self as well. So I think that that's a big part of that reminder of the nurturing energy. So if you are navigating anything challenging, which not everybody here is, but if you are, take the time to give yourself some peace and some love and some nurturing, and maybe your own nurturing can help other people navigate through difficult situations as well. It could be something like that, where someone around you could be going through something difficult and you could be there as a helping hand and a support this week. Finally, you have the Magician. So this is a powerful week of creation for you as well. This is a powerful week of manifestation, of making things happen, of putting your heart out there and seeing it come back to you in a really powerful way. This is about navigating through the powers of the universe and highlighting them in such a way that you can bring in things into your life and into your existence. So this week, for my Gemini sun, moon, and rising signs, you have the opportunity to really make anything happen. So if you are feeling in a difficult place, not everybody is, but if you are, this is a week where you can navigate out of that as well, that you can move into something new, that you can open your mind and your heart and your reality to something big and beautiful in a different direction. And that's something that can be done as well here, that can be really powerful and really exciting. So anyway, pile number nobody, not pun numbers. That was Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising signs. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to move on. I hope you have an excellent week ahead. We're going to move on now to Cancer, and I'm not going to forget Leo's this time. I forgot Leo's last time. We won't do it this time. This is going to be Cancer. Let me just shuffle here. Okay. One more card, please. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. All right, Cancers, what's up with you this week? You've got the World. So for my Cancer signs, this week, you are leveling up. You're moving on to the next chapter in your life. You've completed a cycle, and you're being given an opportunity this week to really up your level. You're moving up. You're moving on. You're moving into a new horizon, a new way of understanding things, and moving into a new place. So this is a really great week this week for you to open up to where you are in the present moment. How can you create for yourself the opportunity to bring in love and joy and beauty into your life, because it's a new moment for you. So what are you going to do in your new moment? You have the Fool card, which is excellent. So with the Fool card, this is a bright new day. It's a new opportunity to create something for yourself, to live in the present moment from a really wonderful and magical way. So what can you do this week to open up your mind and your heart to this new beginning energy? What would you do if you had a fresh start? Because this week you really have one, and this new beginning for you, it's one that's really opening you up to, wow. Okay, we got some other cards here too. A lot of powerful cards this week for you, Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. You've got the Ultimate Happiness card. This is ultimate emotional fulfillment. So Capricorn, this new cycle that you're not Capricorn, I'm sorry, Cancer, this new cycle that you're entering into is one of ultimate happiness, of ultimate peace, of creating joy and love and positivity for yourself into your life. You have this the key to the beginnings of this period opening up to you in this moment. So take it and run with it. You have the death card. So allow the things in your life that are ready to walk away, to move away from, the cycles, the people, the situations, the places, all of those types of things. Allow yourself to open up and move away from those things if you need to, because it's okay. It's okay to let things go. It's okay to let things end. And this week you have this endings happening to open you up to this new possibilities towards happiness. Now, once you allow that to happen this week, you allow that transformation. And sometimes that kind of transformation can be challenging. But once you allow that transformative energy into your life, it's going to move in real fast. This is a huge catapulting energy of quick, fast movement here. So as soon as you allow that to happen, you can really open yourself up to creating this powerful, fast moving energy into a new way of being. So really, I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to take the steps to level up your game this week, to move on from the things you're ready to move on to, because once you do that, it's going to all happen really fast. This new beginning towards happiness is here for you in this moment. And it's up to you to claim it, but you can make it happen. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope that that's helpful. Excuse me. We are going to move on now to Leo. Not forgetting you this week, Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Let's see what our Leos need to know this week. Leo. All right. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Leo. You've got the Lovers. All right, let's open up to the Lovers here first. So this could be a week of romance for some of my Leos out there, not for everybody. New romance or reclaiming an old romance, right? Possible. Rekindling a romantic relationship, not for everybody, but for a lot of people, that might be the case this week. For others, though, this is about connecting in with loved ones and the cherished ones in your life. Your family, your chosen family, your friends, the people in your life that you love and you connect with. This is a great week to really reconnect with those people. And with the holidays here, it kind of makes sense, right? For those of you who celebrate those holidays, this is a great time for that. So reconnect with your family, your friends, your loved ones this week. It's a great moment. Now, you have three royal cards. Wow. So this is a powerful week for you. For my Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is really a connection point of really connecting in with your own power and your own energy this week. You're going to be really feeling this connection with your energy. So really tune into that. It's here for you. With the Father of Wands, this is the King of Wands in most decks. You're going to be really connecting into your power of manifestation this week as well. So you're able to move through your reality in your world this week from a place of creation, of connection, of being able to make and do and create for yourself a little bit of everything. So really tune into that energy this week. What is it that you need to have happen? Because you can make it happen. But the movement of the energy for you is in the mind as well, with the Son of Swords. And you have the Mother of Swords. So this is the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords usually. With the Son of Swords here, with that energy, the energy is moving in the analytical mind. It's in your mind. You're having new ideas. You're moving through thought processes as well. So I think a part of where this manifestation comes from, and maybe even connecting with loved ones, is opening you up to changing your mindset a little bit to a perspective of being able to flow into that abundant state that you might be looking for. So it might require you to change the way that you think about things a little bit this week. So if that's where you're at, really open yourself up to it, because you have a lot of opportunity here to shift and change and create whatever you need in this moment. With the Mother of Swords, don't be afraid to think about things differently. Don't be afraid to cut away anything in your life that's you're ready to move on from. Take the time and the energy this week to really think things out, think things through, move on from things, and move into different understandings of things. It's a great week for that. So anyway, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I hope that that's helpful. I hope you have an excellent week this week. And we are going to move on now to Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising signs. What can my Virgos expect this week? Okay, we'll take these. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see. This one. And this one. All right, Virgo, you got a lot of cards. All right. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising signs. What do you have going on this week? You've got the Empress. So this is going to be a powerfully creative week for my Virgos out there. This is a great moment for you to tap into your creative spirit, your creative force, and start to birth into the world something new. This can be literal birth. So for some people, there's pregnancy going on here. Obviously, take that as it resonates. This is not most people, but some people maybe. It's also about birthing a project into the world, birthing a creative idea into existence. So tune into that creative energy. It's really dynamic and open energy, and it's here for you this week. So you might not be feeling it, but if you tap into it, you have all of the tools at your disposal to make it happen. You might be feeling a little bit tricky, if there's any feelings of grief or difficulty, this is the grief card. It could be past grief as well. This is a moment for you, Virgo, to kind of move through those emotions and let it go. The thing about this card is that it is the ability for you to move through your own grief here. So when you connect in with the loved ones, your loving energy, you start to realize that yes, you may have lost some things, but there are still two cups left upright. And so I think this week is an opportunity for you to move through any kind of difficulty if you have it. You don't have to, but if you do, this is a great time for you to move through it, especially if it's past stuff, and really reconnect with the loving things that are still in your world, in your heart, in your mind. And that's going to be really helpful. So as you do that too, first of all, it's going to help you move away from any naysayers in your life, any kind of difficulty you might be having with those around you. This is another week for you to be able to let that go a little bit. And it's going to be helpful for you I'm sorry. Oh, hold on one moment. I'm sorry, Virgos. Okay, so if you're having any difficulty with other people, my apologies. This is a great moment for you to, let go of all those people who are not helping you, and that might be a part of where this grief is coming from. Maybe some voices around you that aren't so great. Letting those go and focusing instead on the friends and family and loved ones in your life who really mean you really well. This is a great week for you to go out, celebrate with friends. So go out and make sure that you're sharing time and love with the people that you really care about. And sometimes with the holidays, when we're dealing with family, some people have really great families, some people have challenging families. It just depends on who you are and what's going on. So if you are in any kind of challenging situation with people around you this week, find the people who are like-minded, because there's always that fun uncle or cool cousin or whatever. So find the people that you're like-minded with, reconnect with them. Try not to focus on anything that's feeling a little bit tricky in any other direction, and tune into your love situation. Because ultimately, the movement of the energy for you this week, Virgo, is towards the emotions and emotional fulfillment and joy and feeling good and connecting to happiness and positive emotions. So you have the ability to tune into that this week by letting go of any kind of naysaying energy around you, and instead tuning into that powerful creative force. The more that you do that, the more you're going to feel connected and feel like you can do anything this week. So Virgo, that's my reading for you. We're going to move on to Libra. All right, Libra, sun, moon, and rising signs. What do my Libras need to know this week? Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Okay. All right, Libra. Libra, you are going to be opening yourself up to a powerful new beginning this week. New beginnings seem to be one of the main themes this week for the collective. Libra, for you, this is a new beginning in your emotions and in your mind, in your intellect. So there's something opening up to you this week, Libra, that's giving you the opportunity to let go of some challenging emotions and really tune into positivity. This is a moment for you to change your mind, change your perspective as well. I think that there's some big internal transformations happening for you. These are both internal based cards. So you're taking the time maybe to transform your inner landscape, your mind, the way that you think about certain things. You're transforming that a little bit and opening up your mind and your heart and your being towards the possibilities of future, what the future means for you. This week for you, Libra, is really about tuning into the things in life that are important to you and maybe focusing more on that and a little bit less on what other people are doing around you. You might be going it alone a little bit this week. This might be taking some time, maybe holding your cards a little bit close, not telling everybody what you're doing. As you do these transformations, this might require you to do some things alone, to maybe change your perspective by not necessarily telling other people the new way of thinking so that you don't get derailed, right? So this is something it's just for you, I think, this week. It's a new beginning just for you. Not necessarily something maybe eventually that you can share with others, but as you begin to open up to a new perspective, hold it in your own heart and your own mind first before you share it with other people, because it's going to help protect it and keep it and grow it to a really powerful place so that you're not feeling overwhelmed in any direction once you move out of it, right? So do that. And I think ultimately as well, this week is going to be a week of hard work. So you're putting in a lot of work in certain areas and you haven't necessarily seen the results yet, Libra. And you won't necessarily see the results yet this week as well, but just have the faith. So whatever it is you're working really hard on, keep the faith that it's going to lead somewhere for you. Keep the faith that it's going to make something happen for you, that you're going to get to the places you want to get to. That keep that faith that it's possible for you, because ultimately that's going to help you moving forward. So Libra, I hope that that's helpful. I hope you have an excellent week this week, and we are going to move on now to who comes up for Libra? Scorpio. To my Scorpio signs, just going to do a quick shuffle. Okay, let's see. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising signs. What do my Scorpios need to know? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. What do you got going on this week? Ooh, Scorpios. Okay, well, first of all, actually, let's address this first, because this is a repeat message. And you know what? You have one more card, too. Yeah, maybe two. Okay, all right. Well, no. All right, I trust what we got. Okay, Scorpio, first up. You have the burnout card, right? This is the 10 of Swords. A lot of people have been feeling this. So I think as a collective, we're feeling kind of overwhelmed. We're feeling a little bit like pushed to the maxes. And I can feel that culturally, that we're all kind of in that place right now. So really take some time this week to take a break, to take a rest. We have the holidays here. Don't push too hard this holiday season. Make it chill. Make sure you're getting some resting energy, some receptive energy, some coming back into a sense of calm energy. I think that's going to be really important for you this week, because it's opening you up to feeling like you can actually do stuff, right? Feeling like you can actually make things happen again, feeling you can actually put yourself out there. But you can't get to that feeling unless you give yourself the time and the energy needed to recoup your energy, recoup your feelings. So take the time to recoup your energy this week. Is going to be really important, because for you in particular, Scorpio, you have the High Priestess. So you're going to be doing some powerful intuitive journeys within this week. This is like psychic connection, communication with the universe. So take some time for meditation, for taking some time out, right? Because I think there's going to be some powerful insights coming to you. You might be channeling powerful information information from the universe this week, depending on who you are and what's going on. So if that's happening, or creative channeling or anything like that, music making, whatever, art making, this is like really connecting into those universal energies and putting them into the world around you. So if that is happening for you this week, embrace it. Really embrace this powerful, intuitive, creative force that's coming into your life, because there's important messages from the universe for you this week. And I think that's going to be really important. We have the Daughter of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, which talks about learning how to think from a new perspective. So I think that your intuition is being opened up a little bit more this week, and you're learning how to do, honestly, I'm saying you're learning how to do psychic work. So if you've been trying to do any kind of like psychic training work, this is actually a week for that. For some people, it's highly specific, but think about it. You might be do some research into some psychic training exercises. I don't even know what that would be, but look online, Google it, go on YouTube, try to see if there's anything like that, because I think this is a powerful week for you to do that. I think your mind is in a place that's like really open and ready and rearing to go into that kind of deep inner psychic work. So take the time for that. I think it's going to be important. And also, this card here can talk about more about going within as well. It talks about some other things that I'll talk about, but it can talk about creating a firmer position on the internal plane, clearing all of your chakras, coming into an alignment with self, coming into an understanding with self on all of the energy levels. I think for my Scorpio sun, moon, and rising signs, this is going to be a powerful week to do that kind of work. So you're in the position where you can do it if you choose to. So really open yourself up to it. I think it's going to be huge. Also, this can talk about connecting in with loved ones as well, right? And then we've got the holidays coming up, so that makes sense. It can talk about romantic partnerships, 111 on the clock. So for some people here, this is about finding a new romance and really connecting in with that love. It could be further connecting with a current romance as well. That kind of thing, deepening a romantic connection you might be a part of, if that makes sense to you. And it doesn't have to, though. It doesn't have to be that, because like I said before, it can also mean connecting in with your own self a little bit more and a little bit more in tune as well. So Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising signs, that's my reading for you. I hope that it's helpful. We're going to move on now to Sagittarius. Let's just do a quick shuffle. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. What do my Sagittarius need to know this week? Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, where are you this week? What's happening for you? My Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, Sagittarius, you have the cocoon and the hermit here. So, a big message for you. This can mean stuck, but in this particular deck, it has a different meaning than most decks. It means a cocoon transformation. So going into that cocoon phase to transform yourself. And with the hermit here, it means going off alone. So I think for my Sagittarius out there, this is going to be a powerful and important week to go on your own a little bit. If you can take some time to be alone, I think it's going to be really important, because you have a really powerful transformation that wants to occur for you that's coming in. It's the time for that. And so this is a moment for you to do some deep reflective work. I think this week, Sagittarius, is going to be really important for you to take a step back, to tune into your own energy, and to let yourself transform. The hermit goes off on his own for powerful spiritual insight. So this could be a powerful spiritual week for you as well, connecting into your own energy, connecting into yourself and into your intuition, and allowing yourself to change and transform. Take on some radical new positions within your life and within your reality. I think this week is going to be really big and important for that. So take some time for that if you need to. Don't listen to others. I think a big thing as well about why you need to go alone this week is that there might be some people around you who are telling you things, or who just have ideas and are thinking about things and the world in a way that isn't necessarily aligned with where you're going and where you want to be and where you need to be. And so I think that it's going to be important for you to find a way to not listen to any naysayers in your life right now, because you have some powerful transformations coming in that need to be done by going within and doing your own thing. And it might look strange and not necessarily the right thing to those around you. So holding your cards a little bit close and not necessarily sharing everything that's going on with others on the internal plane, I think is going to be really important for you, because you have this powerful transformation that's bringing you the star energy, this bright new day, this bright light shining through the darkness. So this light is coming into your life, and it's going to be important that you don't extinguish it right away by having people who are around you who might decide to do that. 444 on the clock, by the way. So take that into consideration. You are safe though too. I think that's important to keep in mind. You got the safe card here. So just remember that you're safe. That you're safe to do the internal work that you need to do. You got a green light ahead of you to be able to do and move in all the directions you need. And so you're safe to go off alone a little bit. You're safe to do it alone. If you need to break away from something for a little bit, you have the safety here to do that, and that's important. Finally, you have the Son of Pentacles. So the energy that's moving in the reading is in the physical world. So some of this transformation is taking place in your physical world. I don't know if some people might be moving or deciding to go to a different place. It could be that, or just move around a room, change houses, whatever. There might be an opportunity for you to move things around in your environment, and any kind of shift up like that, I think, might help you as well. And like with that Hermit card, it might be, some people might be moving in by themselves, but it could also mean like removing yourself, like in physicality, from people who might be naysayers and connecting in with the inner self a little bit more as well. 555 change. So take that in mind. Sagittarius, I hope you have an excellent week ahead. That was my reading for you. We're going to move on now to Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What do my Capricorns need to know this week? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. All right, Capricorn, what's up with you? So for my Capricorns this week, Capricorns, I think you've got a lot of possibilities ahead of you, and I think it's a little bit overwhelming. So this week is going to be all about choosing a direction on how to move forward. And it's you might be facing decision paralysis, where sometimes we don't know how to move forward, so we're just kind of stuck and we don't move at all. But it's important to remember that if that's something going on, remember that that's a choice too. To stay where you are is also a choice. To do nothing is a choice as well. So keep that in mind. You have a lot of opportunities and a lot of things at your disposal. And I think that taking the time this week to decide one direction for you is going to be really helpful, because I think you're feeling really, really stuck right now. You got a bunch of stuck cards and a lot of illusions, and you might be overthinking a situation, Capricorn. So take some time this week to really kind of open up your mind to the possibility that things could move in a different direction for you. Open up your heart to the idea that things could be in a new place, in a new way. You could be doing things differently. You could be moving in a different direction, that not everything has to be set in stone, that not everything has to be understood from an old perspective, that you have the time and the ability and the phases in life to move in a different direction should you choose to. So keep that in mind. Whatever you decide to do, just choose one thing and try to do that one thing. I think that's going to be really helpful, because another thing too is the Son of Cups. So the energy is moving in the emotions and in happiness. So choose something that's going to make you happy. I think that's going to be big, because when you choose something that's aligned with your own happiness and your own inner joy, I think that ultimately you're going to feel really good about that. And so you won't regret the decision if you choose to follow your heart and you follow your emotions here in a positive direction. So I think as soon as you do that, you're breaking yourself out of feeling stuck and into a place of feeling like you have momentum again, you have motion, you have ability. With the Strength card, this is kind of letting you know that you're strong enough to make a decision here. So you really do have that strength. And the thing about this strength, though, is that this is usually about taming the lion. This isn't about fighting the lion or killing the lion. It's about taming the lion. So you have the ability to tame, any of those difficult things within you. You can tame them into a sense of peace, a sense of calm, a sense of relief. So if you need to do that this week, this is a great moment for you to tune into your own inner possibilities, to your love, your joys, and not be totally pushed in any direction one way or the other, that you can move in a positive direction for yourself. So open your heart to the possibilities, and the more that you do that, the more in a positive plane you end up. So anyway, Capricorn, I hope you have an excellent week this week. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Excuse me. All right. Okay, Aquarius, what do you need to know this week? One moment, everybody. Yeah. Okay, what's your emergency? She's in the garage. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Oh, you're fine. Think it's done week. Nobody is here but Kennedy and Olivia. I think your brain is with the tapeworm who already ate all the cheese. This is how pretty start. Starts with a few friends, right. And then should be done week. She gets help. That was amazing. Yeah, I'm already though. I'm texting them not to come because if people saw us together, they know our chemistry's explosive, like hydrogen and chlorine. Got thousand towels right here. We can't hear it. Great party, Mandy. Thanks. Of course it pales in comparison to the Boston Tea Party. Now that party was fun, and the fight for the fundamental right. You have the 6 or 8? That was painful. I'm sorry. I just used the restroom and it started leaking. And then I heard a dripping sound, and then I saw water all over here, coming out of here. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, where is Mom? She's in the garage. I'll go get her. No, don't go get her. Don't go get her. I'm going to call her. See? Now you're dead. Hey, everybody. We'll continue this in a moment. So if you're tuned in, don't worry about it. We gotta keep going in here, all right? Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's see. What do you got for this week? Well, Aquarius, this is going to be a great time for you to connect in with friends, family, loved ones, celebratory energy. This is the holidays coming up here. So for many of you, this is tuning into that wonderful holiday energy, right? So you have that here for you this week. Go ahead and tune into that when you can. There's a lot of wonderful things up ahead of you. So tune in for that. With the Justice card, I think you're going to be feeling a sense of balance this week as well. I think, a lot of things in your life are going to be balanced in a way that maybe they haven't been lately. So this is a great opportunity for you to rebalance your life, rebalance situations going on around you. Tune into that balancing energy. Now, double balance, because here you go. You got it again, two of one. So balance is going to be really important for you as well this week. Make sure that you are striking a healthy balance in things. Where are you working too hard? Where are you pushing too hard? Where are you not working hard enough? Where are you being a little bit too lazy, right? This is kind of coming into a situation where you can come to a sense of balance for that. Hey, Aish, welcome. Hi, welcome to the chat. So, take some time, Aquarius, to really give yourself some time, energy to balance out what's happening. And that can really help you tune into your own energies. Now, as you're doing that kind of thing this week, you're going to be continuing to put in some work into some places. And I think that might be a part of where that balancing is coming in, is giving yourself the time and the space to do the work you need to do, but not working too hard, right? So make sure you're getting that balance. Aisha's finally, yay, yeah, finally, welcome. I'm glad you're catching it live. That's awesome. So take the time if you need to open yourself up to putting in work when you need to, not working too hard when you don't need to. Make sure you get all that. Final card, you have the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords in most decks. So with this card, this is showing you that the movement of the energy this week is coming from a place of the mind. So let yourself, think about things differently. Let yourself change your perspective a little bit this week, and be open-minded as well. Let yourself be analytical when you need to be analytical, clear-headed, clear thought. Cut away the chatter, cut away the things that aren't working. Don't be too stuck in your emotions this week. It's going to be more important for you to be clear-headed and in the mind. Analytical thinking is going to do a lot for you as you move through the energies this week. So Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. I hope that that's helpful. We're going to move on now to Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay. Pisces, Pisces. Okay. And this one and this one. All right, Pisces, what's up with you this week? So for my Pisces signs, okay. Pisces, first of all, don't get too stuck in any anxiety. So, sometimes the holidays can be a stressful period for some people, especially, having to navigate family situations. And since we have the holidays coming up this week, don't let it stress you out too much. Don't get lost in anxious energy this week. Don't let yourself get taken by thought loops and moved and moved and moved and moved and overthinking, right? Try to come back into the here and the now. Try to come back into the calm, because I do see that coming in for you. I see the potential for that for you really here, because you have the Seven of Wands, which is finally coming out of a struggle. So I think, by the end of the week, you're going to be maybe, you might be entering the week feeling a little bit anxious, but by the end of the week, you're going to be opening yourself up to um, this period of overcoming that stuckness, overcoming that struggle. And it's going to come from you fully acknowledging and realizing that you are the magician of your life, that you have the ability to make anything happen, that you can harness the forces of earth, air, water, and fire to create anything in your life. You have those tools. So it's going to just be about tuning into that. And you have some help to help you, like where your energy should be focused this week on the physical world with the pentacles. So make sure you're thinking about the physical, the practical, the day to day, and on the emotional sphere with the Son of Cups. So make sure that you're tuned into your emotions. Make sure you're not letting your emotions get the best of you. Make sure that you're not making knee-jerk emotional decisions, but you're giving yourself the time to feel what you need to feel on your own, and then make your decisions after your feelings have moved through you, instead of using your feelings to make your decisions. So I think by doing that, it's going to help you feel a little bit more secure in your situation, in your life, and help you feel like you're having a great week. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, that was my reading for you. We're going to move on now to the collective, but we have two people watching the chat currently. So if you would like a quick little mini personal reading, I'd be happy to pull a card or two for you. So just let me know in the comments right now in the chat. If anybody's watching and they'd like a quick little mini personal reading, please say yes. And then please give me the question that you want answered. So I'd be happy to. First, though, we're going to do the collective, and then we'll go from there. So one thing that came up a bunch this week for everybody was the Ten of Swords energy. So if you're feeling a little bit burnt out, a little bit defeated, a little bit pushed too hard, that's okay. That's in the collective energy this week. So take some time this week. It's really important, especially if you have any free time, to give yourself a break, to take some rest, to not push too hard, to come back into the self, to come back into the mind, and not feel too stuck in any one direction. I think that's going to be helpful for you moving forward. Now, we also have some more energies here. We've got the balance card. So that one came up a bunch as well. So make sure that you're striking a good balance for yourself this week as well. You're not you're doing things when you need to, but you're not pushing too hard. You're resting when you need to. Both of those things are going to be important. So I think you will be called to act and take action. Make sure you're meeting the minimum of your obligations this week with the Seven of Pentacles. This talks about putting in hard work for the harvest. So if you're working on something, don't give up any projects this week, but maybe do the bare minimum, which is fine. Sometimes we have to take weeks where we do the bare minimum, but make sure you're getting at least the minimum amount of your obligations for whatever it is you're working on. If you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to work, take the time to do the minimum. But once you complete the minimum, let yourself have rest, let yourself have joy, and that's going to help you enter into this really peaceful, happy moment. And I think with the holidays, it always gives us an opportunity to take some time to have joy, to have happiness, and to incorporate that happiness into our day-to-day lives. So make sure you're getting at least some opportunity to have that happy energy here. That's going to be helpful for us. Finally, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning this week for the collective in the emotions, in feeling our emotions, and in pursuing happiness. This is an opening up to the pursuit of happiness for all of us. So we have the opportunity this week to really try to feel happy, to bring in our happiness whenever we can, wherever, in whatever direction we can. The more that we can do that, the better. So anyway, that was it for the collective reading. Does anybody here want a quick little message? Is anybody in the chat? Aish, you still around? You want a quick one? Yes. Okay. Yes. I am a Pisces. Last few days really knocked me off, but somehow the elements part resonates. Any messages from any guide? Okay. Aish, what does your guide want you to know right now? Ooh, okay. Okay. And let's see, one more. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So, Aish, the biggest message for you from your guides right now is the Four of Cups, which is kind of saying that like the universe is giving you a gift, but it's hard for you to see it. You're focused on a bunch of things that maybe don't necessarily matter when the universe is behind you giving you a special important gift. So I think perspective is going to be really big for you this week, and it's important to keep in mind right now. Your guides want you to make sure that you are keeping an open mind and an open perspective when it comes to your life, and to make sure that you aren't closing yourself off to possibilities based on preconceived notions. I think that's going to be really big for you, that in fact you have a lot of opportunities available to you in this moment. And so trust your heart, and the things in your heart that you really want to have happen, those are really possible for you. So don't let any kind of setbacks or any kind of thing, well, I can't do it this way because of this, and well, I can't do that because of this, and any of those kinds of things. I think it's really important for you to not let those stop you from pursuing something, that ultimately you have more of an open playing field ahead of you than maybe you believe. And so it might mean taking a different approach to something. It might mean looking at it from a different way. It might mean going off and finding somebody else's perspective to give you a new idea on how to move forward. But I think the biggest piece of advice is to acknowledge that you have the ability to make anything happen. As the Magician card, you can make anything happen for yourself, no matter what. You have all of the tools at your disposal to bring anything into your life. So keep an open mind and an open heart, because you have all. No, not thumbs down. It's because my auto camera. You have the ability to bring that in. So take the time and the energy you can to open yourself up to all of the possibilities. It might not be obvious how to move forward, but I think the more that you can keep an open perspective and maybe change your mind a little bit, the more it'll become obvious to you which path to take. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. Anybody else want a little quick read before I go? I've got 4 people in the chat. If you would like a quick little reading from me right now, go ahead and let me know in the comments. You can say yes and leave. Let me know. Let me what question you have. We're going to leave it open for just a few more minutes. So if you would like a quick little read, I'd be happy to give you one. Just let me know in the chat right now. Anybody? Quick read? Anybody in the chat? I don't know how much of a delay there is. Okay, we had 2 people leave. All right, so we're gonna end it here. Thank you all so much for tuning in this week. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Happy holidays to everyone who celebrates. I hope you have an excellent week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch everybody in the next one. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, wait, hold up. How about Libra? I did Libra. I definitely did Libra this week. Yes, it was. Shorts were resonating too. Very helpful. Okay, great. Yeah. Iram, go ahead. Okay, you just tuned in. All right. So this is going to be posted. I'm ending the stream now, but you can backtrack. So go ahead and watch in post. I would say in the next 15 minutes, I will post a link to when in the reading the Libra was. So you can either wait that, or you can try to scroll through yourself. But I go through in order of the zodiac signs, starting with Aries. So Aries, Gemini, no, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. You got it. You can find it. All right. Anyway, everybody, I will see you next week. Catch you later. Bye.